Hello everyone, this is Velderon and I'm actually already loaded into the game. I had some mouse issues, so I couldn't actually tap out of the game, which is a little bit weird, but I hope it will work. Otherwise I am in a little bit of trouble today, but let's see how that goes. It should go fine, but thing is, you never know. So at least everything seems to be working normally on the game, which is good. And thing is, I can go in here and then tap out, and well, I don't tap out, it just goes out to my other screen. So if that's what I have to do, then that's what I have to do. So our first thing today will be looking at the return of the frigates, and one thing I can't remember if I did. It looks like I did, so I wasn't sure whether I made fuel for them, but it looks like I did, so that seems fine. A relatively short one with combat. Only gave coins, 1.8 million, not bad. For a medium short one, it's actually not the worst. So a medium one, balanced. That can be pretty much anything. And that was a little bit of coins, a little bit of stock, and yeah. So 1.7 million on top of the stock. That's quite okay. One of roughly same length, industrial. That again can be a little bit of this and that. Looks more like more of that than this. So not so many coins on that. Just below 1 million. But if you remember Thursday on the survival save, I talked about the importance of earning coins with your frigates, and that is kind of your bread and butter. A relatively short exploration one. That's a surprise coming in there. And that was it. So not a lot of stuff there. Have to go to the other side for the last one. And that was a long one, so hopefully that is going to give something good. Good for me is storage augmentation, things like this, except it's the egg, not the sack. So didn't get what I wished for, but well, but 2.2 million. So in money, it's quite a good day. In stuff, yeah, not bad either. And what we can do is actually move it around so it is where it should be. All the naughty stuff. $1.9 million on top of what we got. That's not bad. So whenever I get surplus on some of these things, I'm actually just selling them, so there is no extra time to stock them up. I just get rid of them, to be honest. I have a lot of things which I could just easily chalk off. So, as I have assembled a lot of these things, I've actually decided just to get them over and done with. So I start filling them up. Because it's better to have something useful instead of just having a lot of dead meat on the sideline. So what does he have here? 2 relatively long one and 3 medium size. 3 of them is balanced, 1 is discovery and 1 is combat. Okay, so I take the discovery first because I am going to do this. Them, that's all fine. And the combat 1, 2, 3, 4, and find something as the 5th, a trade. That looks fine. Then I take them 1 from each and send them off. So if everything else fails, I will get some value out of it, so that is always a guaranteed win. So I'm moving back to our cooking thingy. So I just need to make sure this is cleaned up. Because I need to put all the food stuff in now. actually comes from here. So I'm going to need a lot of things today, but what I'm doing first of all, because I need to make something. We are going to work with pie casings, with pie case. It comes out of pastry. And I'm going to mix it with a lot of things. I know I have been touching this before, but I thought that I didn't have enough ingredients to actually do it properly, so that's what I'm going to do today. I need yeast, but so first of all, I'm going to take some of the things, and then I will come back and take more. Because I have a feeling I will be using that. There we go. So, in order to make pastry, that is relatively simple. We just need refined butter. So yeah, I said butter, I mean refined flour and butter. That would be churned butter. I only have 11 of them, so let's just make 11 pastry now, then remove the flour and the pastry and make some more butter. That in the exosuit for now. In order to make butter, we need cream, which are made by milk. So if I make a good lump of cream, you see the milk comes from 3,200. Just to make it to cream, make it worth 5,400, and it is 1-to-1. So just by spending some time in the food processor with it, you can actually make your stuff more valuable. Is that the only reason to make food? Well, not necessarily, but for most it is. And this is one of these things which it takes some time. And I would say if you want to play action part of the game, then don't sit and do this. That's not the time you want to do it. You want to do this when you want to chillax a little bit after have been fighting a lot or something like that. Then it's a good way of getting your adrenaline a little bit down. So I'm going to stop that for now. Then I'm taking the cream and make to butter. So the butter goes, then the cream from 5,400 to 7,200. So again, you actually add value to your stuff. And if you're not interested in money, fine. You play like you want. I'm not telling you how to play. I'm telling you to try to be smart. When you do it, how you do it, feel free to follow your own path for that. I'm not the oracle in that direction. I can help you a little bit with my experiences, and I can help a little bit with some of the things which some players find difficult. So, feel free to use the chat, say hi, ask questions if you're new to the game. If you're experienced, share your experiences. You might actually find something I don't know. So, we then need flour and butter. We make some pastry. Pastry is good. It's a little bit boring on its own. Here in the UK, you can, in many supermarkets, and I know you can in the US as well, you can buy different pastry things chilled, and you can bake them yourself. Whether you want to use puff pastry or short crust bread pastry or whatever, there is options, and you can actually kind of make your own baking without making the pastry yourself. Of course, if you're a hardcore baker, then you would make everything yourself, and there is nothing better than home baked in all aspects, so I can only recommend that. But now we're in No Man's Sky, and this is actually kind of doing the baking yourself, because I'm mixing flour and butter and getting pastry out. And why am I making that much? Well, if you notice, these are valued at 1,800 and 7,200, so that's 9,000 for these two. These two become one of these, which is worth 24,000. So I have actually accelerated my value quite good here. So, but I'm not stopping with the pastry, so I'm actually taking the pastry and I'm making pie cases. So that goes from 24 to 30. So I keep upping the value of what I'm working with. It's not always going that way, because sometimes you actually use something which is very expensive, and that that turns into a loss. Sorry about that, but there is some of the valuable things you can use to cook with as well. And I already showed some of them, so if you want to see that, find the videos on YouTube and take a look there. I will not say I will never do it again, because I will probably at some point go into some of the more unusual things to cook with, but it hurts me a little bit using things which is worth a lot and put into food, and it actually drop in value. That's not really my forte. So, pie case, it's like the pastry. It's been processed, and you can actually use it. If you notice, I have actually passed the value of 1 million here, so not bad. So, but what I'm going to use is pie cases, and I'm going to mix them with different things. I'm going here to take some of the meats I have. I'm just chalking some of them over. So I'm starting with the meat. There's a lot of the same there. I have more on the freighter as well. So let's go. Proto sausage. That becomes into a proto sausage pie. I'm going to make one. Turns out to be worth 40,000, so it comes from 31.4 to 40. That's actually not a bad upgrade. The next one is feline liver. It becomes a chivy organ pie, also 40,000. Offal sack, chivy organ pie. That was the same we just had, because it's 2 organ food, so we have 2 of that now. That's fine. So we continue crystal flesh. I don't know if we can use that. Yeah, that actually make the tooth breaker. And that turns up to 62,000. So it's a big jump. So if you want to make a lot of money, then that's one to mass produce. That is good to do that. I'm not going down that route right now. So raw steak, that turns into a mystery meat pie. We are back to the 40,000. I'm going to just make something, because I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm just making one smoked meat. If we put that into a pie case, we get a smoky meat pie. 42,000, so that's worth a little bit more than the other one. What else we have? Strider sausage, mystery meat pie. We already been there. I'm not making too many of them. Scaly meat. Again, mystery meat pie. Meat flakes. No. That we couldn't use. So that was the meats I had out. Let's see if there is any others. Leg meat. Scaly, meaty chunks. I think that turns into mystery as well, but let's just have a look. Meaty wings. Strider sausage, meaty chunks, dirty meat. That doesn't sound delicious, but lumpy brainstem. I'm not using these. I can show whether we can get something out of them, but I need them for something else. So, and of course the processed meat, not to forget. So, oh, I should have put them away. Oh. Some of them turns into the same, and that's kind of fine. I wouldn't expect everything to be unique, and some of the meats, for instance, are actually quite related, so I wouldn't go too much about that. Leg meat, legs and pastry. Let's make one of them. 40,000. Scaly meat. That turns into mystery meat pie. So that would be the same as some of the others. Meaty chunks. Mystery meat pie, I had a feeling. Meaty wings. Mystery, yeah. Dirty meat. The pie of knowledge. That's another 62,000. Dirty meat is 1,400. So it's not like it's overly expensive, but not too bad. And where did I put that? Lumpy brainstem. It turns into a greedy. Well, I can make one. That's actually fine. And it's another 62,000. Greedy meat pie from lumpy brainstem. It's one of those. I need it for something else, so I'm actually saving it up. So that is the different meats, but there's more to it than meat. But I need to just clean around again. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's actually better to have them on your ship rather than in the food processor, because the food processor can only take stacks of 50, where the freighter can actually take 200, so just saying. It is about what you can have on you. So I cleaned all them up, good. So if I want to put something on leopard fruit, it turns into a little bit different. It's a fur tart, 54,000, so it's not actually bad. Jade piece, high fiber pie. Another 40,001. Impulse beans, they will not go by themselves. So if I make them into something, it would be chocolate. So there's no need to do that now. Should actually have put there. So back to the pie case. The one I never put on was the processed meat also turned into mystery meat pie. So I know I'm showing a lot that's not actually cooking. Okay. So if I put cheese and pie case, I get baked cheese tart. 62,000. So I need, some of the things in here. Crunchy caramel. Some of these jellies maybe. Baked eggs. Of course, we take the chocolate as well now, yeah. Rotten tubers, fireberry, custard, firewater, got jam, pilgrim's tonic, root juice, steamed vegetables, cactus nectar. Some of them will not work, but I actually think we have enough. No. So we put the cheese back. Whoa, here we get a glowing pie. 40,000. Why did we just put sugar? No. Cream? Sugar and cream? No. That is of course not, that's too simple. But don't always give up. jellied fur tart. $54,000. Not bad either. Cactus jelly. Just a jam tart. What if we put cream on that? No. 44,000. So they are a little bit different in value. Cactus nectar. Spiky tart. 40,000. What about the favorite chocolate? It turns into a cocoa tart, of course. 54,000. That's not bad. That was just a jam tart, so that doesn't work on its own. And those frozen and frost that always turn into something with ice cream. Fireberry, that would be the glowing one, yeah. So yeah, that is the whole thing. And some of them cross over. That is how it is. But no, not that. Churned butter. Okay, I have only one. Do I have cream? Yeah. So I need to make some butter. So I need butter and butter to make clarified oil. So it's actually doubling the value. So I need my pie case. Oh, where did that go? So pie case and clarified oil turn into a solidified grease pie. We opened 54,000 for that. Those are all the gems that are done. There. Of course I can make a creamy treat. Pie case and cream. 62,000. Thinking, where did I have that? Batters, but it's not the right ones. So I need to look on the freighter. didn't have any extra custards. That's weird. I thought I did. There's none there. Is there any here? That is a little bit of a bummer. So to make custard, I need egg. Did I take any over? I need cream. And I need sugar, so all my eggs is on the straight up. I don't have many, but to make one vicious custard, and I'm not going to use these overly because it's one of the things which kind of hurt me a little bit using too much of my things. But that turns into a custard tart, which sounds absolutely delicious. And 78,000, so we are suddenly up in the higher ranging thingy. So I think that might very well be what I had today. Of cooking. There is a little bit more with pie cases, but I don't have the ingredients, and when I have them, then I will make some more pie, tart pies, whatever they end up being called. See, that's all the meat, that's all the need to see what I baked now, so I don't make too much of it. I never tried these, but I don't have them in my list, so of course caramel tart. I don't think I made that. 62,000. Fire water, no. But the fire berries could, so the fire berries become the glowing pie. steamed vegetable becomes the high fiber. I made that with one of the other ingredients that makes the same. Where is my grajam? That becomes just a jam tart. In the old days it would actually be a different one. Yeah, I think we have reached the oh yeah, there is of course one more option. Do I have any? Yeah, I don't. So, pie case, chunky cheese, and some vegetables will actually turn into a cheesy vegetable pie. And again, it's in the 62 range, so that's actually quite nice. You can use pulpy roots to get the same. So it's not just, how can I say, the popular things, it's also the little bit more sideline things. And the thing is, the pie case can be combined with different things, and if I haven't shown it, feel free to try out yourself. It's not rocket science, to be honest. I would say go for it, try. It will be something you have a love it, you have some fun with it, and I'm a big believer in play for fun, because otherwise things get so very serious. There's no need for that. Do something which you find it fun, which you really want to do. So you can see it was a lot of different things coming out of the same basic stuff. So I guess there is somewhere between 400 and 600,000 and a little bit which has been produced. So that was the cooking for today, and I hope you have enjoyed that. Now I will go out and take my farming run. So This is going to be the usual run, pick up, come back, and go from there. So funny enough, when I started streaming, it was raining very heavily. Now the sun is shining and it's getting warm in here. That is really weird. So I don't have much here, but every little helps. Oh, I'm not doing that because I can't see my ship here. So while I go to that, I will just quickly open my window. So I'm not going. I'll be back quickly, very quickly. Actually, you can still hear me, so if there should be any noises from outside, I'm very sorry, but it's warm here. So these are the normal ones with plants and resources. The first base I visit is a general base where I have been following the mission list or the quest line, so to speak, for the start of the game. And I kind of abandoned it at some point because I've done these things before, and I mean, yeah, it's fine to do it once or twice, but when you get too far with it, it's not funny anymore. I should have cleaned up on my freighter before I started sending things over, but worst case, I will have to use my exosuit until I can clean up the freighter. Some of these plants you cannot harvest them without this one, the hazmat gauntlet. So make sure you get that relatively early in the game if you can. It's you get the blueprint in the anomaly, so it's something everyone can get. It's not too difficult to actually get it. So I'm just running as fast as I can to pick up these things. That there's a storm here. Let's go inside again because storms are not good no matter where they occur. And I was almost trying to take a jump to where I was. And it would do this, and then I would stand in front of the teleporter again. So, now my freighter is full. Well, the freighter is not full, but the freighter is. So I will take the rest in my exosuit. That is at least an option, so yeah. So don't be shy, feel free to use the chat. You don't have to be a follower to do that. Everyone can, and everyone will get an answer. If I can, well, if I can't, I will tell you. It's not like I'm going to let you hang there and pretend your question never arose. Well, I have in the past had experienced players asking me, why are you doing that? And as I explained it, they went, I did not know that. Or it sometimes goes, oh, yeah, I do it in another way. Which is, both is fine. This one, which is the last with resources. I have my dairy farm, but that is depending how long I actually want to stand there trying to pick up something. And it's one of those things, yeah. I just went to a wrong base. That was that one I needed to go to? Why on earth did I jump back where I already been? That's a good question. And this one I can't answer because I have no clue why I did that. Picked the wrong one. And I like to think that's something which makes me at least a little bit human. I make mistakes as well, mistakes. Because it isn't plural, I do make mistakes. One very big mistake I sometimes do is where if I'm fighting with something and actually not pay attention to my health. That is a flaw which is not good. It's weird. It turned from fresh air to warm. It was lovely when it just stopped raining. It was fresh. It was kind of nice. So, is there anything in it? Yeah. It has actually filled something up while I was offline. That I am very glad to see. So, it might after all actually be working. So, that is very, very good. Most of the time I've come back, there wasn't anything in the livestock unit, and it annoyed me because in my mind it should work like any other resource gathering. So whether I'm here or not, it should still work the same way. But whether it does or doesn't, I don't know. Right now there is only one animal and it's just being milked, so there is one. But as there might or might not be multiple animals, it will hopefully collect a little bit more. I'm not going to stand for I'm not going to stand for half an hour and wait to get it. I'm giving it 5 minutes maybe, and that's kind of it. Thing is, I'm not really going to use cooking things until next Sunday again, so and whether I'm needing milk or cream or butter, I don't know yet. I will sit and look into that next weekend, Saturday probably, and then I will decide whether it will be what it actually will be. So you can see the animals is reasonably milked, but it seems like they come here more frequently when I'm around. Maybe they like human interaction. Who knows? Something flew into it, so going to take that. There is. The reason there's space on the freighter is that I already have stacks with that there, so you can keep filling onto the stacks until they reach their limit. So, if you feel like it, let me hear a little bit what your experiences with the food stop is. Have you ever done it? Do you think it's not necessary to do, or do you have other insights around it you want to share? I will admit that one of the reasons I kind of go into the food stop is to show that for many who's struggling with money, there is actually a dormant way of make more money. So I think this is enough. I might come back later and have a look, but for now it's not necessary. So I will do something I normally don't do. I will go back to my freighter because I need to clean up. Otherwise I will be struggling with no space there. The whole game session, I think that might be the result, and that's not very nice. All the food stops, just go to the food stop page. That's quite simple. So if I have too much milk or something, I will start making it into cream first. From cream you can go cheese, you can go butter, whatever you really like. So you can actually kind of grow it from there. Why did I put that in the middle there? Because it was just under the the grain. will admit some of them I might eventually just sell some of them. I have a lot of raw steak, for instance, so if I start to have too much, it could go for sale somewhere. So these things, I do not sell them lightly, but as I have so much as it, it's not really going to do me any good to keep it. And I will run out of space eventually, so yeah. So traditionally I keep these so I can get at them if I need them. It's actually fine to have some stuff on your freighter, because you might sometimes need a little bit of this and that. So we just jump into the teleporter again, space station, and this should be the one we were at last time. So let's hope that's correct. So cooking and the farming run takes up a little bit extra time on Sunday. Not the farming run is the same time every day, but so I hope you bear with me a little bit that it goes like that, but I think it's beneficial for some people at least. So what I need to make sure is, do I have any missions sitting from last time? No, I didn't. So that at least is fine. So is there anything we can sell? There's a lot of things we have. That one can sell. That one can sell. That one can sell. Those can sell. I'm not selling with loss. That's just how it is. We only sell when it's plus something. Doesn't have to be much. Small steps is fine. There we go. And I will go and look at the missions if there is, should be something which is interesting now. Superconductor, give money, but that's not what I need. Money. Hypnotic eye, no. Could cook with it, but that's one of the things which make people cry, I've been told. So I shouldn't do that. let's see what we get under our belt today. We could, of course, start with a trading post, as we have not done anything else in this system today, at least. So yeah. I would say there seem to have been some problems. Some people who had followed has been unfollowed by some reason. I did not catch why, but look whether you might have been unfollowed. Why on earth did I land there? Bastard. It does that every time you say, oh, okay, I can go get some frost crystals. Then the storm stops. It's warm here, so better get filled up just in case. I do have a tendency to run around picking up boxes.
Extreme hazard planet.
Yes, I'm aware it's an extreme
hazard planet.
I can read that.
Extreme hazard planet.
And is there anything you should pay attention to when you are on extreme planets? Of course there is. You should make sure that you keep your shielding at a good level all the time, so you don't get any stupid surprises. I have done that, where I was running around and forgotten all about it, and suddenly you start getting hit hard.
Product received. Product received.
And that's not very nice when you end up in those situations, because when you start suddenly almost dying when you're running around, you start panicking, and when you start panicking, you do even more stupid things. So first of all, keep your head cool. That is always a very important help to get. So here I just need to go out to space and then use my hyperdrive and go somewhere else. So it's a little bit funny to see my frigates are actually around where I am. Boo boo boo. What did we have there? Nothing. I'm actually not interested in systems without anything at the moment. Oh, that is interesting. Because I'm doing trade, I'm doing missions, and those two things kind of demand that it's a habitated system where there's someone I can trade with. I do occasionally go into outlaw systems. Because outlaw missions can be lucrative and outlaw traders actually very often buy stuff as well at good prices. So don't be scared by that. So it's a Viking system. There is at least 2 times nanites, if not anything else. I just knew that I had something in surplus from last time. And you see, I have accumulated a lot of these. These scanner modules, I actually really should go through them. They goes with all this. So I would have to, where is it? There. I would have to install them and see, what does it say? 797 or almost 8. Let's say 10, so 888. So this is not better except for flowers. 7, 8, 9. That one is 896. It's actually better than that. Seven, 8, 9. That one is not affected because it's not. So yeah. So now I can store it and sell it for 19 nanites. I don't want to do that. I dismantle it. And it actually give me the things which is on this. But to be honest, I can't sit looking through all these and find out what is better. And now when I go and scan, I will actually notice what the outcome is. if it is better or not. A-class, nice. So that's kind of where I'm going. I know what the rare animal one is giving me, so anything we can sell. Let me correct that. Anything I want to sell, that one is fine.
Units received.
The rest is not. Do I want to buy anything? These are actually
Product received.
quite good, but I'm not buying the lower ones on a space station. There's a reason for that. I paid too much, and the profit is that lower, so that's how it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that might not be the best. It's not always easy to actually get the language challenge right, but it's worth it to try it, because you might very often get something out of it. And if you are just started the game, you might get a lot of valuable things for your game. I used it a lot on my survival game to get upgrade modules and things which I actually could sell. Challenge give Holly exocraft. Challenge must be the aggressive one. See, I got a scanner module. It's worth nothing for me, but if I just started the game, it could have been quite useful actually. The thing is, when you don't have anything at all and you get things, it's better than nothing, always. So stop wrinkling your nose, because you know I'm right. Not having anything is worse than there's nothing here I actually can use, so I might later do some missions just to break up the running and checking, but these guys get your standing with the 3 guilds up so you start getting gifts, because they are sometimes really nice, the things you get out of them. It's a little bit tricky. I'm looking at my own ship and thinking, there's an S-class. Yeah. Don't camp out for my ship, because it might not come back here. If you want a ship like that, I can teach you how to get them. If you want to. Another thing you have to remember, get fuel for your ship. It's not as much for my ship's sake, because the ship can actually run without tritium. But I need for my frigates. Don't want it not to be. That was a multiple negative. That's not really useful. I do not want to get into the situation where I can't send them out because I don't have any fuel. So gathering tritium and dihydrogen on the planets is equally important. Trading. So it's called things what they are called, not sit and make up words on the way, because that only confuses people. So this is a damp planet. It got activated copper. It can be good to keep an eye on if don't have things like that in stock, then you do want to kind of stock up from time to time so you have some, because if you're one of these finding crashed ships and repairing them for a very big profit, you might need it. This is a Tox planet, even though it's damp.
Technology recharge.
There's a lot of A ships in this system. And we do believe that might be linked together with this 3-star system. So
Extreme night toxicity detected. Product received. Product received.
So here I buy them all because it's quite good. And I'm still checking the selling part because resources might change. The trade goods rarely do, but sometimes the resources or other stuff suddenly comes to life. So there's a sea fighter, okay. It's an extreme storm. These are useful if you have lost life, which I actually haven't, but taking them anyway. Notice there's lightning on the planet, which means there's normally storm crystals if you are chasing them. Storm crystals are a good way of earning money in early game, but they do come with a risk. That's an environmental risk and nothing else. My first protection against tox is almost gone. So, yeah, I think I'm out of here. It seems a little bit nasty. See, you go down, you land close by. You make sure you are protected. You jump off, and you go to them, and you just click E. Go. 3 of them. So my animal has gone down. That's good. Damn. Means I did not do the proper thing with the module I replaced.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
So I'm going to look at some of the others at the next station. I'll spend some time trying to grind a little bit. It's not a bad thing to micromanage your stock, but just be careful you don't get how can I say it, compulsive with it. Because that's not healthy. If you're sitting every time you get something and trying to tweak the best out of it, you might be wasting a lot of time sitting doing that. But again, it's your game, so whatever you want to do is really up to yourself. So I'm going here and look at that. It's a B. Then I'm going out here and then I'm doing this. So fauna 10,529. That has to be higher than 8,400. Fauna 7,800, no use. That only have flora and minerals, no use. Fauna 8,500, what did I say? Four, 8.5. This is a higher fauna, so I'm going to take that. That is actually higher, so technically that is better up there. So this is tweaking 797993. So this is actually higher. So this one go. So now I have replaced. I'm going to leave it and actually check when I get to a planet. Then time will tell if I was right or wrong. Why can't I? There. Jesus. Do you want to click on the wrong button? Go ahead. That is not a problem. You can do that. Oh. So yeah, feel free to use the chat. That is for everyone.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
There was a lot of good sellings.
Units received.
It means I have to start paying a little bit of attention. There was something else. I was thinking of. You see these plus minus 1%, 1.1, 2.1. I am not in general selling them without them being at least 5% over, because that gives me the best amount of money. However, I have a lot of these settings, so they just go. It is also to preserve space and sometimes make sure you have space for whatever you are doing. Because without space you can't put anything in, and who knows, you might at the next system need a lot of space to fill up some. Oh god, not you. Go away. Decline. I have signed no such thing as a contract. I'm still working to get all words into 3 languages. Whether I'm close or not, that is a guess. I know I've been told by my viewers the numbers, and of course I trust my viewers. That's not the problem, but the problem I see is that the list is filled, but there's still words. So until I get that. See here, I'm not even the top level, so I need to get up to 650. Viking, I got the top level, but it still counts up. Kovac, I got the top level, but that's still counting up. So we are going that way. So nothing useful. I don't really want to make missions just to make missions. I would like to get the things that I need. So, what I got? C, and there's a ship behind mine, which was a fighter. B fighter, C explorer. Not much use in that. So, let's find a trading post. It is where there. Planet looks interesting. And it's noxious. That means poisonous, I believe. About doing what I just did, because I have made boo-boos with that several times. When you're getting with too much speed, you never know what you're going to hit. And on some trading post, I have actually managed to get myself stuck, which is kind of stupid. So, just saying. If you can't learn anything, learn from my stupid mistakes. You can't make that shit up. Thing is, we all make mistakes, and some mistakes, yeah, doesn't really matter anything when you do it. And others, you die. That's how it is. And yeah, you can say like me, okay, shit happens. It does. That is how it is.
Product received. Received.
We all been there. We all done stupid things. All you can do is do your stupid shit and laugh about it. That's the best medicine when you do make boo-boos. So I would like to find some kind of animal. There's one there. It's not a rare though. 515,000. It's actually less than I got earlier. But it's better than I kind of got it to when I was stupid. So, wonder what that building is. What does it look like? Could it be an observatory? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, it's an abandoned building. I would say abandoned buildings are useful in the start of the game, not so much at this point, unless I want to kill a lot of things, then using the whispering eggs to call the monstrosities and kill them, that's of course a possibility. But for anything else, the building is relatively useless. I can go in and I can get the 120 to 50 nanites every time, and that is... I of course take them, but it's not necessary really. So there's nothing else. There's freaking nanites.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Yeah, that was rubbish what I said. It was not nanites, it was sentinels. Ugh.
Units received.
Which I actually don't care about. I'm going to call my ship and fly off. So I need to look for some more of those scanner modules, but yeah. It comes little by little. That's how it is. So that's a long jump to another gig system. Well, let's see what that brings. Sorry, I'm just refilling here. I didn't have a lot on the one I got, so Grassy Planet doesn't sound too bad. Let's have a look. I need to remember to have this running as much as I can while we are traveling around, because otherwise I get a lot to do in the end. Oh, I should also sell some of all that food, or rather I should, I don't know if I should go to the anomaly and see if the food critic like any of it. I don't really need money, so selling it with the... Well, I do like selling it, to be honest. It is my favorite thing. So 6,000 with fauna. Yep. So you see that there is a big difference on how good or bad they are. Fauna 9,000, so flora. That one says 10. Suddenly scooped up to 11,000. So how much is that if I put that there? That's only 11. 10. So this is not the best. This one we get 11,000. So let's try that. And you could say, why are you destroying them instead of saving them? Yeah, I know that's probably be the sensitive thing to do, a sensible thing to do, but I'm actually trying to get a little bit rid of them, so legalize some way of exchanging them for other things. So where's new cakes? They come there. So I think I will go to the anomaly first and then let him try a couple of them and see if I can get some good nanites out of it. So what does he say here? This doesn't look very promising. No. I kind of had a feeling it wouldn't, because they come in waves. So all that was on the wall was a restore shield, which kind of can't use for anything, but I guess that's fine. Traveler. Never filled up mine. Wait, I got sidetracked. That is a very normal thing for me. I have done that several times where I'm just sitting and then forgetting all about what I was actually doing, so yeah. have. Filled a little bit too much in this time. Oh well. When you're new to the game, do yourself a favor, read some of these things they say. Some of them is actually quite funny. They have in the past made me laugh a little bit. Some of the things they say. So, I'm not really getting anything I could use. I don't know if it's because my starship is almost filled out that it is not very willing to give me any storage augmentation thingies. But the thing is, I have other ships which I would like to fill up. Do I have to fly them to actually get it? I don't know. Good evening, Pam. Pam, not Pam. Fuck, Jesus. Yeah, it has been great so far. We had some rain today, it freshened up everything, and then late afternoon the sun came out and it was yeah, I'm sorry. That was that was that was my brain which misfired there. I'm very sorry. I hope you can forgive me. How has your weekend been so far? That's good. That's really good.
Technology recharging.
I went yesterday. We went to the cinema and went out and had a dinner in town. And It was actually quite a nice evening. It was one of these Brazilian restaurants which made meat on a stick, and they come and serve it at the table over and over again, depending on how big plate you buy. And that was absolutely gorgeous food. And had some Brazilian beverage as well, and it was like the Brazilian version of what is it called? Ah, God. Now my brain died.
Product received.
Mojitos.
Product received. Product received.
So it was a little bit more limey, but I actually liked that. Yeah. I think everyone who has been to the Caribbean knows what that's all about. It is a lovely drink, and especially when it's made fresh. And when I say that, it's because I once got it in Florida, where it actually came out of a tin. And you know what? That was very disappointing.
Units received.
That is nice as well. Especially when it's warm. Something lemony, limey is lovely when it's warm. Now we have kind of decided, instead of fall into the trap and buy takeaway dinners and stuff like that, which we sometimes did in Reading, we decided we once a month go out and have a proper dinner at a restaurant, and we take turns selecting what we want. But this one was a keeper. This one we at some point will come back to, I'm quite sure. I must admit, I love Japanese food, so that is absolutely something I could be talked into. especially if it's proper Japanese, because there's those which make Asian food from all the yeah, that's one of my pet peeves. I do not like cold food. Not if it's supposed to be warm, I would say. Ah, that sounds really nice. I don't know if we have one around here, but that's of course something we will investigate. Next time is my son's turn to choose, and he's very good at investigating what there is around, and there's very often some nice surprises when he chooses. I'm more the, oh, that looks shiny type. Keep forgetting the anomaly. Okay, I have to remember it this time. Yeah, it's and the thing is, there's so much good food around, and it's sometimes so easy to fuck up as well. So yeah. But you know, when you come into a restaurant and the main course is 7-8 quid, then you know the quality can only surprise you, either positive or negative. But when you come in a place where the main course is 20 to 30 quid, you expect it to be good, and then you get so disappointed if it's not. But yeah. But nice food is always good. I like that. And very often the best part of eating out is you haven't cooked it yourself. He didn't like that, okay. One down, one out. That's balance. That's not a bad thing. I can't use that, so that would be silly. I would say that the food yesterday, you could taste some of it had been barbecued properly, and it had that proper barbecue taste and or grill taste. It was so lovely, and it was like the beef was like butter, and you know, and it's, close to John Lewis. No, I can't say I don't have any recollection of anything around there. There was an Argentinian place, but every time we tried to get in there, it was full, so we never actually got there. But that was, everyone said that was one of the best barbecue places in Reading, but we never managed to get a table there. And yes, we could just have booked the table, but that would be way too easy, wouldn't it? Well, I would say there was a Spanish restaurant in Caversham. I don't know if that still is there, but they had some of the best fried meat I had a very long time. Yeah. There was an American one at Broad Street Mall. Well, that actually didn't have a very good reputation because they seemed to be a little bit too they didn't treat their customers very nice, and I have actually seen them having queued up people, and they were actually horrible to see, and that was one of the reasons that we never went in there. It smelled nice, but they were not very. And I must say that that's one thing we all actually have in common, is that if they don't treat people nice, not even us, but people in general, we actually don't like the restaurant then. People need the staff need to be not perfect or anything, but just nice to people. It is it's a very important thing. I mean, go in and buy a shitty cup of coffee, as long as they are nice and polite and a little bit chatty maybe, and treat us nice, then sod the coffee. It's all about having some at least decent experiences when you go out. So I need to look at it when I scan, not look away. So where was the train station and stuff? Yeah. The thing yesterday, the staff at that restaurant, they were nice and they were chatty, smiley, made us feel at home really. And the guy who came around with the meat, he was lovely and joking around with my kids, and I like that. People are like that. And you know what? He even came with extra meat to us, even though we have gotten our portion. Because we, of course, didn't go for the XL version because we were not sure we could actually eat it. So, trying to be relatively smart, not to pay for something we can't use. But nice people, that's a key word I like.
Units received.
Oh, it's the wrong one I did that on, but never mind.
Product received. Product received.
I think that's the only thing I'm good to in this game now. That's
Received.
trade, making money. Oh, need to sell some of all that food I made. But only that which is on the plus side. I'm not giving it away. No one.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Oh dear. Then it's very exciting where you actually come out. You might actually come out in another galaxy. That should be a joke, but in the old days, if your game crashed while you were in a black hole, you never knew where you actually ended up coming out of it when you reloaded the game. Yeah. I have a feeling nowadays they do a quick save before you actually enter things, so
Incoming storm.
it might not work out as it used to.
Units received.
Okay, this planet is not healthy anymore. There is green vapor, that means I'm good. I think I read somewhere that they have done that now, so you don't get those weird ones where it thought you were in a whole other galaxy or sending you all around.
Extreme night radiation detected.
Nakongo Berion. That sounds interesting. Congo. Oh, it's not Rongo, not the Congo. Oh. Why do I think that sounds funny?